public. You already know what the f going on. Lil Tay's dropping the youngest link of the century. Mark your calendars tomorrow, 3 p.m. EST. And nobody, including my family, including the grown-ass haters, is gonna stop me.
Y'all saying, Lil Tay, why'd you drop the link for your 18th birthday? You don't need to ask dumb questions. Can I ask you a question? Why your mama make you so ugly?
Alabama Barker, Sophie Rain, Camilla, Piper Raquel, Brecky Hill, and Jamal. Y'all have 24 hours to respond and cast a vote in whether or not I drop this 18th birthday link.
You guys, I wish I was exaggerating, but Lil Tay's Onlyfans is so much worse than I thought it would be. 1 minute past midnight, literally 12:01 a.m. on her 18th birthday, she drops the link. And within hours, she's claiming that she pulled in over $1 million, half from subscriptions and half from private messages. And y'all, the second I saw it, my brain went straight to the same question the internet has been screaming. How much of this was filmed before she even turned 18? Because lighting perfect, makeup done, uploads ready, captions locked in, that's not spontaneous, that's a rollout. And if any of that was pre-recorded, we're talking about something way darker than just a messy rebrand. The thing is, Lil Tay has always thrived on chaos, from her youngest flexer of the century era to the fake death post to her sucker for green video that had people side-eyeing how grown she was acting. Every headline has been calculated. Even her dad has spoken on the OF launch saying he's not judging her, which honestly just added more fuel to the conversation. But this feels like the final boss of shock value. And the more you look at the timing, the comments, and the people rushing to buy it, the worse it gets. So let's break down why this isn't just messy, it is the most disturbing chapter of her career yet. As y'all probably remember, back in early 2018, Lil Tay was telling the world she was 9, turns out she was closer to 10, and building a brand off of cash stacks, luxury cars, and designer outfits. This was peak bratty flex culture, you guys. She was loud, she was provocative, she was swearing like a rapper twice her age, and she called herself the youngest flexer of the century. If you need a refresher, this clip says it all.
Bitch, I'm richer than all y'all broke ass niggas. 30 on my wrist. What the fuck all y'all doing with your lives?
But here's the thing. In that era, there was zero sexualization in her content. It wasn't about that. It was meme culture meets wannabe rap video. The real shock value came from her age and her mouth, not her body. And of course, the whole thing was being stage managed. Her brother Jason was scripting her lines, her mom was filming in luxury homes she didn't own, and the internet was just eating it up. There's even this clip that pretty much exposes the whole operation. Jason, right there, off camera, literally coaching her on how to sound more ignorant for views.
Lil Tay be popping on YouTube right now.
You gotta be like more ignorant. You have to be like, ooh, Lil Tay out here.
Looking back, it's clear she was playing a role designed to get views, but it was still technically kid-friendly in the sense that it didn't cross into adult territory. No OnlyFans, no suggestive shoots, no grown branding yet. And yet, even then, people were watching her through the wrong lens. Because you guys, here is the disturbing part. Even in this era, she was being sexualized by strangers online without her consent. It's not something she promoted back then, but it's something the internet did, and it set the stage for the mess that we're seeing now. Now, fast forward to August 2023, and the internet gets hit with one of the strangest posts of the year. Out of nowhere, Lil Tay's Instagram uploads a statement saying she and her brother Jason had died. And you guys, the reactions were all over the place. Shock, sadness, confusion, but also skepticism. Because within 24 hours, she pops back up claiming her account was hacked. No memorial, no grieving family statements, nothing to back up the death post. People started connecting it to her history of manufactured drama and calling it a publicity stunt. Whether you believed it or not, the one thing everyone could agree on was that Lil Tay knew exactly how to make herself trend. And just weeks later, she reappears with a brand new single, Sucker for Green. The visuals way more grown than her earlier flexer days. She's draped in flashy outfits, striking more mature poses, and giving off that I'm not a kid anymore energy. Now, to be clear, the video was still on YouTube and Instagram. No nudity, nothing explicit, but the vibe was different enough for some fans to say this feels sexualized.
Just want your money, money, money. I just can't look away from it. I want it, want it, want it. You got me screaming.
That was the first first real shift toward her leaning into a more adult image. And here's the part that really bothers me. The comment section on that video had creeps straight up talking about her body while she was still under 18. One user even said the amount of "I don't care that she's a minor, I'm still smashing" comments I saw was insane and disgusting. And guys, where is the lie in that? It's like the public crossed a line before she did. And instead of that scaring her away from that attention, the next move she makes suggests she might have clocked how much engagement it brought and decided to use it. Anyways, the day before her 18th birthday, she basically set the internet's countdown clock. Posts, lives, little hints, all pointing towards the link. She didn't say OnlyFans outright, but come on you guys, everyone knew. Here's the clip that had everybody clocking it. She is literally teasing the drop, name-dropping Piper Raquel and Sophie Rain like it's some kind of crossover event.
Alabama Barker, Sophie Rain, Camilla, Piper Raquel, Becky Hill, and Jamal. Y'all have 24 hours to respond and cast a vote in whether or not I drop this 18th birthday link.
She was hyping it up like it was some major album drop. And then at exactly 12:01 a.m. on her birthday, the OF link is live. She shared it on IG wearing a t-shirt labeled "Star in Training." And for that, guys, I have no words. I'll let y'all decide on it. Which is where the creepiest theory comes in. If the link went up literally 1 minute after she legally became an adult, that means that the photos and videos were already uploaded and ready to go, which also means they were filmed when she was still 17. And you couldn't tell me this theory doesn't make sense. One viewer comment really nailed it. If she launched her channel 1 minute after turning 18, that sounds like she had content queued up and ready to go. Content she made before turning 18, so technically it's content of a minor. And honestly, if that's true, it's not just disturbing, it's crossing into legal danger territory. And y'all, whether or not those numbers are even real, it did exactly what she wanted. It had everybody talking. Now, despite that, some people were still cheering her on like she just pulled off the ultimate get the bag moment, and others were horrified. And honestly, it wasn't just about her, it was about who was paying. One user put it perfectly. The most disgusting part of this is the people sexualizing her under the live when she was exposing her trauma and her dad. Like, she was literally trying to talk about serious stuff, and creeps were still treating her like some kind of fantasy. Another comment hit even harder. In my humble opinion, every single person that took part in this, watched, or paid for it needs to be put on a sex offender registry, especially the ones that apparently pre-ordered years ago, which I didn't even know was a thing until earlier today. Our world is absolutely disgusting, and we need to load up and start saving it. You couldn't tell me that's not the real story here. It's not just Lil Tay made an OF, it's the fact that some of these buyers were already waiting for her to turn 18. Some even admitted to have been waiting since 2016, which is crazy when you think about it. Now, as if the OF launch wasn't messy enough, the family drama went public almost immediately after. A recent TikTok started making the rounds where her brother Jason, yeah, the same one who used to script her youngest flexer lines, sits her down and straight up questions what she's doing with her life. And y'all, he didn't tiptoe around it either. In the middle of the back and forth, he hits her with a "look what you have become." One fan even pointed out that those exact words hit different, like it's not just shade that's coming from someone who has seen the whole journey from day one. But instead of taking it in, Lil Tay flips it. She grabs a bottle of water, pours it on him, and calls him a brokey. Then she brags that even if he kicks her out, she'll just buy another house, a penthouse, a mansion, basically whatever she wants. From the look of things, that's like zero accountability and all ego.
I just made multiple Bugattis worth of money, and tell me why this idiot, this dumb, why are you here packing my shit? Who the f are you? Who the hell are you? Brokey, this is a brokey. Even if you kick me out, I'm just gonna buy a mansion. I'm gonna buy a penthouse, I'm gonna buy 2 penthouses and 2 mansions.
Look at what you've become.
You're a brokey. This is a clown.
The clip blew up because it wasn't just sibling drama. It felt like a full circle moment. Jason helped build this brand when she was a kid, and now he's watching it turn into something he clearly doesn't support. But Tay, she's treating it like it's a flex. And honestly, that is where this conversation shifts from Lil Tay being messy to Lil Tay being surrounded by people who either cash in on her or try to warn her, and she's choosing the first group. Now, the part that's making people nervous isn't just what Lil Tay posted, it's the suspicion about when it was filmed. I touched on that earlier, but let's dive deeper into it. Fans are openly questioning if some of the material was shot while she was still underage. And you guys, if that turns out to be true, this doesn't just stay in the realm of messy internet drama. It moves into territory that could trigger actual criminal investigations. The way one fan put it hit really hard. If she just turned 18, the videos she made were her 17. If she even does drop, would that not be, illegal? Another added, if she filmed the day after her birthday at 12 a.m., that'd be 18. But if she did it the day she was gonna turn 18, she'd be legally 17. Hope she didn't film them on her day, cause then everyone who bought them vids would be buying CP. And honestly, they're not wrong. If any of that content meets certain legal definitions, we're talking subpoenas, platform takedowns, and people being questioned under oath. Another comment went straight for the bigger picture, and no one ever called CPS on the mother. Because let's be real, this isn't happening in a vacuum. From the staged flexing when she was only 9 to the Onlyfans rollout the second she's legal, someone has been pulling the strings for years. At this point, you guys, Lil Tay's story doesn't feel like just another OnlyFans launch. It feels like the tip of something way darker. The timelines, the audience she's attracting, the way her family history keeps leading into it, none of this is random. And here's what's surprising, you guys. For all the noise online, the big platforms and the mainstream outlets are barely touching it. No deep dives, no tough interviews, no one putting her team on the spot about the timing or the content. It's almost like everyone's keeping their distance, even while the conversation keeps blowing up everywhere else. Because if even half of the speculation turns out to be true, this isn't just messy influencer drama. This could be one of the biggest internet scandals we have seen in years. And if that happens, the fallout won't just hit Lil Tay. So the real question now isn't what she's posting, it's who's really pulling the strings and how long can they keep this up before the receipts drop. And when those receipts hit, let's just say some people are about to wish they never had their name anywhere near this girl.